Prison doctors. What is the most absurd thing you've seen? I've been a prison doctor for 11 years and thought I'd seen every trick in the book. Inmates faking seizures to get extra meds. Guys swallowing batteries to get rushed to the hospital. One dude even pretended to be allergic to his own sweat. But nothing prepared me for the day Curtis Bennett tried to fake his own death. Curtis was 29, doing 5 years for armed robbery. Decent guy most of the time, kept his head down. But he had one problem that made prison hell for him. Severe claustrophobia. Like couldn't be in an elevator for 10 seconds level bad. So when he got into a fight with another inmate over a card game and the warden threw him in solitary confinement, it was basically torture for him. Solitary is a 6x8 concrete box. No windows, one metal bed, a toilet. That's it. Curtis lasted exactly 36 hours before his first panic attack hit. The guards found him hyperventilating, clawing at the walls like a trapped animal. They called me down at 2 in the morning. I gave him something to calm down, tried to talk to the warden about moving him, but the rules were clear. Violent infractions meant minimum 7 days in the hole. By day 3, Curtis was having panic attacks every few hours. We were sedating him almost nightly just so he could sleep. I felt awful for the guy, but there was nothing I could do. Prison rules aren't exactly flexible. Then on day 5, everything changed. It was a Thursday morning around 8. I was in my office doing paperwork when my radio crackled. Guard's voice. Urgent, but controlled. Medical to C block solitary. Inmate down. Possible DOA. I grabbed my kit and ran. When I got there, Curtis was lying face up on his cell floor. Arms at his sides. Eyes half open. Not moving. Officer Brennan was kneeling next to him, 2 fingers on his neck. No pulse, Doc. He's gone. I dropped down and checked myself. No pulse at the carotid. I put my ear to his chest. Nothing. Checked his wrist. Nothing. His skin was warm, though. That was the first thing that felt wrong. Bodies cool fast in those cells. I lifted his eyelid. Pupils were huge, but they reacted to my pen light. That was the second weird thing. Dead pupils don't react. Then I leaned in closer and caught it. A faint chemical smell on his lips. Not alcohol. Not bleach. Something medical. Sweet and sharp at the same time. Get me the crash cart, I said. Brennan looked confused. Doc, he's been down for at least 10 minutes. No breath? No, just get it. Something was off. His fingertips were still pink. Not blue. Not purple. Pink. I pressed my stethoscope hard against his chest and held my breath. There. So faint I almost missed it. A heartbeat. Maybe 20 beats per minute. Barely there, but definitely there. He's not dead, I said. Brennan stared at me like I was crazy. Doc, I checked him myself. He's not dead, he's drugged. Help me turn him. We rolled Curtis onto his side and I saw it. A tiny puncture mark on his inner thigh. Fresh. Maybe an hour old. I looked around the cell. Nothing. No syringe. No vial. Nothing. The crash cart arrived and I started working. Gave him a dose of naloxone in case it was opioids. Nothing. Tried atropine to speed up his heart. Still nothing. His breathing was so shallow I had to put a mask on him. His heart rate stayed at 20. It was like his whole system had been put on pause. That's when I knew. Lidocaine. Medical grade lidocaine. Enough of it injected directly could slow your heart to almost nothing. Make you look dead. But where the hell did an inmate in solitary get lidocaine? I had them bag him up and we rushed him to the medical wing. I wasn't letting them transport him to the morgue. Not yet. We got him on monitors and I pumped him with IV fluids and epinephrine. 30 minutes later his heart rate started climbing. 40, 60, 80. Then his eyes opened. He looked around, confused at first. Then he saw me and a huge grin spread across his face. It worked, he whispered. Holy shit, it actually worked. I wanted to strangle him. You almost died, you idiot. Nah, man, I knew what I was doing. Just needed to get out of that box. I couldn't breathe in there, Doc. I couldn't. His voice cracked. I just needed out. Turns out Curtis had been planning this for 2 days. He'd paid another inmate named Felix $300, money his mom had put in his commissary account, to steal a vial of lidocaine from the medical supply room. Felix worked laundry detail and had figured out how to pick the lock on the supply closet. Curtis injected himself with enough to drop his vitals to almost nothing. He'd read about it in some medical book in the prison library. Thought if they declared him dead, they'd take him to the hospital or at least move him to medical where the rooms had windows. The craziest part? He'd timed it. Knew the guard shift change was at 7:45.